Hello guys, we're at the 12 days of Christmas. I cannot believe we're on day 11. We are going to make a Christmas version of this card using the Brushed with Beauty designer paper. So this idea came to me last week and I haven't actually created the card completely yet. Whoops, I didn't mean to flip that around. Oh goodness, sorry. We are going to use this gorgeous new paper called Brushed with Beauty. This is from the online exclusives that were released in November. So they are currently available. And to my knowledge, they're not sold out yet. It's very, very pretty. And I just thought that this page in particular, it gave me Christmas vibes because it has some golds and some greens. Well, it doesn't have golds, but we're going to add some gold. But the green and the off-white just give me Christmas vibes. So, if you don't know me, my name is Cogbill, and my business is called Paper Made Prettier. We have been going through the 12 days of Christmas. Let me show you some of the 12 days that we have done. We have a little hot chocolate holder, a cute fun fold, a gift card holder. This is not all of the projects. Some of them I have already sent out. We've made some cute tags. We have some paper pumpkin cards that turned Christmas. A little baking card. So we have really just had a lot of fun with the 12 days of Christmas. And of course, every day we're cracking into our Advent 12 days of crafting Advent calendar. So make sure and stay to the end so we can see what's behind this mysterious door number 11. All right, so my name is Kay Cogbill. My business is papermadeprettier.com. Make sure and follow me on YouTube so you don't miss any of the 12 days of Christmas. All the videos are there. If you'd like the measurements for all of these projects that I've made, they are all in my email. So you've subscribed to my email. I'll put the link here on Facebook or on YouTube for you so that you will be able to do that easily. And don't forget that when you spend $50 or more with an online order by tomorrow, then you'll get 33 holiday tutorials from me. And also, if you spend $75 or more by me, then you'll get the Advent tutorials from the Advent calendar projects that I've made. Don't forget to stay to the end for our big reveal. All right, so we are going to get started here. So I have used a new bundle called Creative Haven, and I knew this was a must-have for my crafting stash. First, based on these dies, I love this little banner die, some tags, but also these, I feel like I needed more of the, like, you're the best, you've got this kind of stamps. And I love this Friends Like You Are Golden. Of course, that makes me think Christmas. So that's where we're going with this. And so I've got a piece of Mossy Meadow that I've already cut with this die. It's called, again, Creative Haven. So what I'm going to do is stamp that with Versamark. Now, Versamark is a watermark ink that is basically like the consistency of, I would call it kind of like Wesson oil or a sticky Wesson oil, but it's basically just sticky, and it's going to, when you're, just a tip, if you're trying to stamp a color on a color, if you want better definition, change the difference. So like green on gray wasn't helping me any, but now this helps me center it better. Just if you're stamping on dark, then put it on a light surface, and that helps you kind of line it up better. Okay, so we've got a good inky surface there, I hope. And then what we're going to do is use our gold embossing powder. So our basics, our embossing powders come in different colors, but there's a metallics pack, and that's where you're going to find this gold embossing powder. You should get the Embossing Editions toolkit as well. It has this little tray that catches your extra embossing powder. There's also a brush and some other tools that I should have used for this project that I didn't. But there's a brush and then something called an embossing buddy, or that's probably not what it's called, but it's basically a pillow full of talcum powder that keeps you from getting a lot of smudges. But this is so big that you're not going to have to worry about getting a lot of smudges on the edges, because your stamp is covering most of your paper area here. So you can barely see that, but there is a nice layer of gold embossing powder on this project. And if you don't like loud noises, you can mute your computer for a second while I heat this up. And you'll be able to see the change when it goes from powder to gold. It's like magic. You want to kind of move back and forth across your project so you don't just park it at one place, because when you do that, it can kind of scorch your paper. So just keep moving. And you can see an obvious change from the powder to gold. And as your heat tool heats up, it heats a lot faster. There's a cool set of tweezers in your Embossing Editions toolkit, which I don't have right now, which would save my fingers from... And you don't want to over emboss it, so I'm looking here nice and close. I don't see any problems here. So I'm happy with this, and I'm going to actually use my snips because I didn't get it as even on one side as I did the other. So there's always room for improvement. So I'm going to just trim that extra little bit off there. And I'm happy. And I'm just going to go ahead and trim this off up here too. Boom. Okay. So we have this Friends Like You Are Golden. And now we're going to pop this piece of this paper. It's called Brushed with Beauty. It's also on the online exclusives. It's stunning. And we're going to use it for my card class tomorrow. So you won't miss me. On Wednesday. If you live in Central Arkansas, you can sign up. Today is the last day to sign up for my Fancy Fold card class. We're going to make 6 of these gorgeous cards. Unfortunately, even at happy times of year, people need sympathy cards. So we're going to make these gorgeous cards at class on Tuesday. And you can also find me online Wednesday for the online card class. And you can get the materials to make your own 6 cards, all cut, folded, scored, the designer paper and everything. All you do is add the stamps for that class. So with an order of $35 or more starting on Wednesday. So this is not in conjunction with the 12 Days of Christmas. This is my online card class week starting on Wednesday. So you can earn that class for free. Oh, this is really pretty. So this is a little Christmas card you might send to one of your friends. And I've got this Mossy Meadow gold ribbon that is just going to be a perfect addition to the top of this card. And we're going to pop that up. If I were to make the card again, I might go over to Early Espresso. Look at the difference of how that shows up on Early Espresso versus Mossy Meadow. Kind of surprising. But we're going to pop this on with a glue dot. All right, and then we have some gorgeous gold embellishments in these sequins. These are so pretty, very versatile. I'm not sure if they're in stock or out of stock. I've had trouble keeping up with them this holiday season because they've been very popular. All right, so this is our 11th day of Christmas, a gorgeous holiday card for some very special friends that really takes advantage of that Brushed with Beauty paper. Now let's see what else is going on. I've got my Advent calendar, and I'll show you when you get the Advent calendar. You guys know there's a stamp set that comes with it, and then I've made some gorgeous projects from it. You will have access to these tutorials, like I said, with the $75 order. What else you can get with a $75 order right now from Stampin' Up! For only $5 is a product of the month. So I was able to play with that this weekend and made a stunning card with my product of the month. This is the product of the month. It's called True Blue Florals Designer Paper, and it is free or only $5 when you purchase something for $75 for Stampin' Up. It is so gorgeous, and it goes perfectly. It's got all these navy blue and balmy blue. Those are the two colors, navy and balmy. So classic Stampin' Up! Colors. And you can see these great prints of these blue papers. I mean, you cannot go wrong here. There's nothing that you won't love about this paper, okay? It's gorgeous. And I picked these two colors, these two pieces of the paper, made this card with some new stamp sets that I have gotten from the pre-order. As a demonstrator, I'm able to order from the spring catalog a month early. Actually, 6 weeks early this time, because they know Christmas comes. So I've used this called Simply Beautifully Celebrated and Simply Beautiful for these florals. And this is where I got the sentiment from. So cute. But this is the star of the show. A set of dies that you never knew you needed that now you have to have. It's a set of nesting, very gorgeous dies. And this one's going to be super cool as well. I just wanted to show you in case you were wondering where all that came from. All right, so let's look in our calendar. Sorry, I got sidetracked from the calendar because I was just thinking about how if you buy this advent calendar, you would qualify for the product of the month to spend only $25. I mean, $5 to get that gorgeous paper. All right, so let's see what's behind door number 11. I'm very curious as to the kind of odd shape of this box. Oh, yes. Don't we love glitter in a glue form? So, yeah, we're going to need to glitter up some things around here. I love that. A bottle of gold glimmer. If I had known, we could have used that today. So, fantastic. I would love to be your demonstrator. I would love it if you sign up for my Fancy Fold class. The sign up for it will be in the comments of this video right here. And you would stay tuned for our final day of Christmas tomorrow at 1 Central. Okay, bye.